go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to beautiful Scarborough Bluffs. My name is Sutton, Trevor Sutton, and I'm here today with Phil DeCruz, and we're gonna rock on the bluffs, baby.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, well, thanks for coming.
Hey.
Namaste.
Nice scenery.
Who could ask for anything more?
Oh,
We got
God.
birds in the background. We got fish in the lake. Maybe we got a fishing pool. Maybe we should make a fishing
We
show.
saw a guy going to a mansion that was a hacking wife. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness! Don't scare me! Don't
No,
scare me!
you're-
Come on, come on! This.
Cruising with Phil on location for the first time at the beaches. Not the beaches, the cliffs?
The bluffs.
The bluffs.
Bluffs.
The
Bluffs.
yes,
B-L-U-F-F.
Yeah.
F to the F to the F to the F to the F. The
Yeah.
Bluff.
So, Charles, my first interview. How you doing, Trevor?
I'm fantastic. Monday morning, and it's not raining, and it's
Yeah.
not snowing,
Great, yeah.
which is most important because summertime, I forgot to darn my socks. Summertime, I forgot to
Darn those socks.
darn those socks that I didn't darn. I forgot to put the buttons back on, though. I was thinking about it all summer, and now I'm walking down to meet Phil, and my wind is blowing me, and it's like, mama. It's not too chilly, but it's just chilly enough to wake you up like a good slap in the face after a hot shower.
Water. So you're my first interview for Ward 20 by-election Toronto, Scarborough Southwest.
Scarborough
right?
Southwest, that's right.
That's good. So I met you at the Birchmount Center on
Community
Saturday.
Center,
Yeah,
yes.
that was good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
So fast to know who you were back then, you know?
It was a fast thing. We all got 3 minutes, and that was great. I thought that was really nice. The setup was nice. That's a nice new gym they've got there. The tables were old but usable, and the sound quality was great when you didn't use a microphone.
Yeah.
I found, because I
Actually,
was sitting right behind the thing,
Yeah.
and it was really crackling.
Yeah, especially like when some of the candidates they talk really close
Oh,
to the mic.
but they're not the MCs.
Yeah.
You know,
'Cause I did that when I did my
Right.
debate last year.
Oh, you were right in it?
Yeah, I couldn't. And sometimes
Yeah.
like talking away, you have to get used to it.
Well, that's a
right?
good echo when you
Yeah.
do that. You know, that echo time. I would need them to.
I'm trying to do the SCT 3D
Yeah.
thing, you know?
If I'd used the mic, I would have said, put the reverb to 10. But I need the reverb to 10. And then it'd be like, oh, shocking, you know, this is shocking. And we don't want, they didn't really want me there, you know.
I noticed that.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I know.
Did you know? And the debate, I still haven't got on. I don't know how to get on. And he
yeah.
told me, if you don't get on, you're going to wait
Well, they said it was
outside.
full now, so.
Well,
I don't
not
know.
for the candidates.
No, not for
though.
the voter or the spectators.
But I did hear, if you come, you wait outside. At 10 minutes on, if the people who have got the registered seats, you can walk in because their seat is invalid now.
Yeah.
So
That's
it
what I
would
told-
10.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
it,
if you wait
10 minutes
outside,
before, yeah.
anybody can come,
Yeah.
and maybe
Yeah.
not everybody who bought tickets will show up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be not a free for all. I was told, don't make any noise. I was told I'll get a slap on the hand, because these people are very, 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 very touchy about some things, and they're not very. They don't hide their dislike for some candidates, it seems. But I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just talking about some people. You know, some people really like to be in charge,
Okay. Yeah.
and I find crash my style.
What
a
I
bit.
found was the concern because it's the first by-election with no incumbent, right? Which is
Right, for a long time,
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
it's
but you know what?
exciting.
But like, see, like you're facing all the candidates, but I see the first thing is one thing, y'all got one heart.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
concerned about this.
Oh,
community,
for
right?
sure. I mean, I thank the other candidates. There's 23 of us.
Yeah.
I'm the 21st on the ballot, so that's easy. 7 times 3, 21, baby. And you just go down the whole list. And I really love the vigor and the vim of those other candidates, because any one of them who gets in, I am sure, I've met not all of them, but I've met a good bunch of them, and I met some of them more, I know some of them. And I think any candidate gets in, I think their heart is behind them. And I think they're going to make Scarborough Southwest better.
That'd be great.
And if I get in, listen, I'm going to...
Maybe
Breaking news. Do you want to know breaking news?
Give me breaking news. Wait, put that CTV breaking news.
Breaking
20 times a
breaking
day.
news. Candidate Sutton announces breaking news only to Phil. Phil's exclusive. Phil's exclusive. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Okay, you know what it is? Do you know what the 13th of February is, sir?
It's a day before Valentine's Day.
It is the day before Valentine's Day. And do you know what February 13th is this year?
What is that?
It's going to be, if I get elected, the very first Scarborough Southwest citywide, everybody's invited. Don't matter who you are in Toronto, you can come on down because I'm closing the avenue that goes all the way down to the Bluffers Beach there. And it's going to be closed from noon to 2. We're going to have a parade starting in Eglinton, and we're going to walk down, march down, because guess what the 13th of February is this year? Mardi Gras!
Oh,
and we're going to have SSW Mardi Gras, baby. I'm going to be the leader of the parade. So, sorry, no little girls in tight shirts throwing the baton. It's going to be big man.
In tight shirts.
In a tight shirt. Phil needs me to wear a tight shirt for y'all.
Well, you gotta look good. Right?
Okay, the pants won't be so tight, and I will be wearing pants, family. My family said, don't do any interviews, don't do any discussions, don't do any knocking on doors, no solicitation, no, canvassing, no canvassing, unless you're fully panted. And I said, who do you think I am? You want to know a funny story? You're probably going to interview somebody else in the race, right? And he's a great guy. His name is Kevin. My name is Trevor.
Kevin Rapperson. Yeah,
exactly.
He's a really good guy.
He's a really good guy. And nothing like jogging. Nothing like jogging. I'm looking at
a quick special guest star just went by.
A quick she's attempting to. She did that hill faster than I've seen anybody. And I used to have a 3-year-old who turned into a 5-year-old, who turned into a 6-year-old, turned into a 7-year-old, and she could run up this hill faster than me in the mud. And this hill is murder in the mud.
I can look at it.
It's good trait in the mud. It's deathly.
Yeah.
But you know, little kids, they don't care.
Oh,
and I have to follow her.
Yeah.
But I'm like slipping and sliding and jumping and jumping. I nearly went right in the lake. Anyways, what I was going to talk about was Kevin Rapperson, and I want to say that my hat goes off to him. Hat is off. There we go. There we go. Now hat is back on because it's getting a little chilly. It's fall, you know. And but I have to say he is a man who is very considerate, and also he's very generous, because I kind of went on a city tour with him.
Oh, you?
But it wasn't really like made for me. It was made for him and his followers. But I didn't really understand the. But when I showed up, kind of crashed his thing. He was so diplomatic and so. I mean, you know what my wife said, because we both voted for him last time. And you know what my wife said? She said, "You don't watch yourself. I'm going to vote for him again." You know what my mother said? Listen to this. Listen to this story. No, you think that's funny. Listen to this story. I'm on the phone with my mother. Who comes rapping on my door but Kevin? And I think to myself, this is a perfect opportunity. Mom, wait a second. I have to put a mask on. I'm going outside to meet a fellow candidate. I go out. I say, Mom, this is Kevin. He's running in Scarborough Southwest on November 30th. My mom talks to him a bit. He's very nice. Oh, hello, Mrs. Sutton. And she talks back to him. And it's a very nice little interaction. And then Kevin says, I got to keep going. And I say, okay, God be with you, or whatever, Godspeed, or whatever I said to him. I can't remember exactly. I say, okay, good, go, because it's getting dark. I go back inside, and my mom says, you know, if I lived in Scarborough Southwest, I think I'd vote for that guy. He seems like a really good guy. I'm like, what? What? My wife's saying, if you don't watch it, I'm going to vote for Kevin. And my mother's saying, I think that Kevin, man, is very well spoken. And I think he's a perfect candidate. I don't know if my family's trying to rub it in, Phil. I don't know. Does your family ever do that, kind of rub you?
No, they just walk away.
Well, that's
the middle child to get excluded out of everything.
Oh, the middle.
Just kidding.
The glorious middle child. You know what we call that in our family?
The Jan Brady.
The golden boy.
The golden boy.
It's not me. Oh, mama.
That's funny.
Not me.
Oh my God.
It's
So
not
let
me.
me ask you some questions.
Sure.
Here. So what made you decide to run besides Kevin's hair?
I didn't even mention his hair. I bug him. He's good. Kevin, that hair is so good. If you ever cut it, I need some wigs.
Last
please.
year on the Twitter, he had a picture there. I think I had it what the caption was. And I thought he cut his hair. I was like so pissed off. I said,
phoned him right away.
I tweeted him like, what are you doing, buddy? People like our bald, miss our hair. And he wrote back, no, it's just a thing, a comb over.
He just combed it over. I mean, we shouldn't talk about Kevin Rapperson's hair too much, but his hair is glorious. And
it's got that black, thick curly hair.
I thought we could get him to cut it off for something, and then I could make it into a wig for myself.
If you don't vote for the person, vote for his hair.
Boy, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, And always vote for who your wife tells you to vote for too. That's
true.
an important thing.
That's
He was the only one who my wife met last time.
Really?
Yeah. Now we knew a couple of the other.
Like, and he's the one that canvassed and like.
Yeah,
Really?
in my
Wow,
area,
wow.
and I didn't see him, but my wife saw him, and she said, "You got to vote for this guy." And, I said, and she handed me the pamphlet. I said, "That looks pretty good," and she said, "No, you have to vote for him." And I said, "Yes."
So then, what made you put your name in if you know that Kevin's a big hit there? Your
Oh,
family?
Kevin, yeah, Kevin's. Well, I didn't know he was a hit with my mom until last night when she talked to him on the phone. Oh, if I lived in Scarborough Southwest, I'd vote for
You know,
him.
next time you're calling your mom, he'll be over having a tea with your
Yeah,
mom.
exactly. I'll go over to visit my mom with like whatever
Mom, you
she
gonna
wanted.
vote for me? Sorry, I'm having tea with Kevin.
I've got your Listerine and your little baby ketchups, Mom. And she's like, oh, I'm just here with Kevin. We're having tea. Can you not bother us, Trevor? What? How did he get in? Oh, I invited him over. He's such a nice gentleman. You can learn a lot from this gentleman, you know. But I mean, I say it in jest, but he is very, very generous, and he's got good smarts on him.
Yeah.
You know, but you asked me the question, why am I running? Well, you know, 17 years ago, I ran for Scarborough Southwest. I ran as an independent in the federal riding of Scarborough, which used to be the federal riding. Now it's the federal riding, the provincial riding, and the city riding of Scarborough Southwest. Who could ask for anything more?
Who was the councillor back then?
Tom Wapol.
Oh, okay.
And he
Tom.
won. Unfortunately, I'm breaking news. He beat me in 2016. But there were 7 people running, and I'm going to give you a little heads up. Phil?
Go ahead. Is it another exclusive?
It is another exclusive.
Is that one of the
Fire from the Bluffs, from the Bluffs, from the Bluffs. November, what November is it?
Bluffs changed. It's just all breaking news on CV. It's just I'm cruising. They'll call it cruising news. Cruising just in. Cruising just in.
And you have to have the old teletype. And they're like, where did Phil get the old teletype from? Oh, Phil hangs on to everything. He doesn't throw anything away. That's
Right.
one thing my mother doesn't like about him. He's still got a teletype, but she's Morse coding with him. It's like, what?
I can do that.
That, dosh,
Yeah, I
dosh,
done that
dosh.
bit. Then a couple years. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so in 2016 I ran. There were 7 people on the ballot, and I came in 6th, and I was very
good.
happy with
Yeah,
myself.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with myself. Maybe a little happier than I should have been.
Considering you watched the whole day home and watching all my family.
Yeah, my whole family's going, why are you doing this?
Aren't you canvassing? Shut up! I'm in episode 24.
You want to know more about the family?
Yeah.
I got one sister, and she told me, don't you do it. Don't you? You take it. You get out of there. You
Really?
don't. Yeah, she said, withdraw your name. Withdraw your name. And I said, come on. You're my sister. She said, I'll never vote for you.
Oh, my God.
And I said, this isn't very good. Like, so my mother's not voting for me. My wife's not voting for me. My
I know the
sister's
feeling,
not
buddy.
voting for
I
me.
know that my oldest nephew, the last year's election. I said, I phoned him. You got a phone for me? He goes, oh, what's your platform? I got to see your platform. What do you got to see your platform? I'm the Godfather. What are you talking about? I was irate. I thought, I'm the Godfather. I bore you. I diapered you. You want to see my platform to decide? What kind of family member are you? Oh my God, that's another story.
But he probably voted for you.
Well, he's not alive right now.
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
kidding. I'm just kidding. No.
You brought him here, didn't you?
No.
Did you knock him down the hill into the lake? Oh,
I never thought
no.
about that. No.
I never thought about
I
it.
love him still. I don't know if he voted for me or not. I love him still, no matter what.
I love my family too, but if they could lie to me a little bit and say, of course I'm going to vote for you.
Lead you on, right?
No, just cross their fingers or toes and say, I'll vote for you no matter what. And then go in the ballot and destroy the ballot or vote for Kevin. Like, yes.
So funny.
It's so terrible. Oh, look, isn't this nice?
Oh, did you see the picture I did of
No.
the whole collage?
No.
I'll have to send it to you.
Why have I dropped them everywhere?
I put your little T, your little.
Oh, perfect.
Because I had no picture of you, so I had your name on that. So I just put it right in the middle, right? Yeah.
They're going to think, I'm not
I
voting for a dog.
I get an email say, hey, buddy, you dropped your T on the picture. That's funny.
It's like, people are going to think, I'm not going to vote for that T, am I? That's very smart.
No, I put your name right so I can when
Okay.
you expand, you can see the picture.
Oh,
right?
perfect,
Yeah,
perfect.
it's so
Thank
funny.
you.
So you ran beside.
Tom Wapol won that
Yeah.
election. He was the incumbent.
Yep.
And there were a cast of characters. And anyways, I was so proud that I came in 6th and not 7th. And I really, when I went back to work, I was like, I didn't lose. I didn't lose. And they say, well, are you sitting in Parliament? No. Well, you lost, Trevor. And I said, no, but I didn't lose completely.
Yeah, that's right. You're
One
not
person
zero.
came behind me.
Oh, that's good.
So
That's good.
and he gave me a very good suggestion. Not him, but one of his workers did. And they told me, hey, this pamphlet you're handing out, this is really this is backwards. And I said, no, it's not. It's my name. It says I'm running for Scarborough Southwest as an independent for the House of Commons. And whatever the date was, February or January or March, I can't remember exactly. And he said, no, but it says you won't miss one session. And I said, well, yeah, I'll be there every single hour, every single minute, every single second. I'll be there. And he says, but if it says you won't miss one session, that just means you have to go to the starting of each session and then get bugger off. And I said, and those are his words, not mine. I would not use those words. Bugger off isn't so complicated.
No, you can't use it right now because it's politically correct now.
But bugger.
Yeah. I said,
oh yeah, okay.
I
we
said
rewind and say, Kevin. Oh no. I went too far back.
I say bugger off all the time. Yeah.
Okay, well.
I can say worse, but.
Mr. Cruz says that all the time. Now I will watch my mouth in the starting. But anyways, what he said was, you can't write you won't miss one session because you could just go to one day of each session and then you could go home or go anywhere and it doesn't mean anything. But I said, no, that's not what I meant. Sorry, I guess I wrote it wrong. I wanted to say I won't miss any minute of anything in the House of Commons. I'll be your
Or
person.
you can just sign in and walk out. They'll see your name there.
Well, I don't know.
You know, like those online sessions they have, all these events going on.
Yeah.
You know, they have like 2,000 people, and you got a question. They're not going to answer your question. Now, what I do is at the same time, I just sign on. I do my stuff. I'm in the background. I can hear it going on because my questions never get answered. So I just go do my thing and I come back. No, they don't because there's so many people, right? Like one person will get on the line, so they have like one question. It'll be like 10 minutes later. They'll like 10 minutes later for the next session, you know. So I just sign on, do my thing, come back. Okay, it's over.
And they've never got to one of your questions?
No, because they're on visual, but we're on audio, so they just mute us. So they don't know if you're there or not, right? They can't really tell.
Oh,
you just know you signed on.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, it is kind of, because the first time when they signed on, right, and you're like hanging on for 2 hours, like I want my question answered. Oh, heck with it. I gotta get my burgers. I'll just sign on, go get my burger, and come back.
Oh, I see.
So now I do that. It saves time, you know. Saves time. Plus, being a senior, I can take my naps in between. You want to hear a funny one? I was on one of these green things conferences, right?
Right.
I was so tired because I was during the election, right?
Right.
And I fell asleep. It was like a 2-hour thing. And I woke up. I woke up literally because I was getting seen on audio or video. I was sleeping there. I woke up and they're still going on.
And did they see you? No, they could just hear you.
No, they can't. It was on mute, right?
Oh, mute.
So then I woke up and I asked a couple of questions. They actually answered it. Oh, that was great. A great sleep I had.
Oh, so you slept and then you asked a couple questions online and they actually answered them.
Yeah, it was
Listen
perfect
back,
timing.
guy.
Perfect timing. It was good. That's over there. Oh, it's so cool.
And there was a blue jay over there, and I told you there was a
woodpecker?
A woodpecker.
Yeah,
I think that's a
nature,
meadowlark, that sound. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He's right close to us. I think he's right there.
Yeah, just trying to get on the camera.
Just come over, fly over this
Sorry,
way.
buddy, it's an exclusive here.
Yeah. Is it breaking news? We've seen a meadowlark. They're meadowlark. Where did you get that teletype, anyways?
The teletype?
The teletype. Nobody has a teletype anymore.
I'm old military. I get all kinds of old stuff.
Oh, beautiful. Right? Do you have the print paper though for it?
Oh yeah, I get all. Yeah, I get that access to all that stuff.
Sweet.
You know the old punch cards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I still have all that. Yeah.
Oh, I remember the punch. Remember
the military just upgraded recently. That's why.
They still had punch cards till recently.
No, just kidding. They're more advanced.
I remember when I started my job, the punch cards were all in like kind of a plastic or metal thing, aluminum thing.
You used to remind me of the Flintstones.
Yeah.
You know the punch.
Oh yeah, the rock
the
with the rock.
That's what also reminded me of. Yeah.
And the bird.
And they slammed on the dinosaur.
Oh, the dinosaur would
slam.
Okay, yeah,
That's what they all as a kid reminded me of, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, I used to do that when I started working at the hotel. I remember there was a wall with all our names on it and a little card,
a little thing,
a little index card.
Yeah, and it was so funny.
But when I started working there, nobody told me, and it was kind of outdated. Like I was 21 then, I think, when I started working at that hotel, and I saw it, and I knew I was signing in and out, but I didn't know I had to do that until one day I asked somebody older than me, and I was like, what's the deal with that antiquated machine? And he said, you got to punch it in and out, buddy.
Yeah.
And I said, what card? Where? You know, he's like, oh, how stupid are you, right? And I'm like, I'm not stupid. I just don't understand this thing.
Okay,
and then he went alphabetically and he says, here's your card. Now punch it in.
Well, it's like the VCR. One of my youngest nephew.
Oh, looks at the tape.
He comes over to my house because I have a little VCR.
Yeah.
He goes, Uncle Phil, what's that thing over there? It's a VCR. What's a VCR? So I made a little caption instead of VCR. He got all excited. Hey, can you put the tape in? Let me see it. He's like, oh, that's so cool. You guys had that back then. Wow, you guys were old. So
wow.
So let me ask you, if you got in, what would you like to do? What's the first thing you want to do for the Scarborough?
For Scarborough, well,
what's needed the most, would you say?
Well, I'm going to tell you a little story about the TTC. And stop me from talking at any time because it could go on forever if you don't push me down the hill. I'm getting close. Have you noticed, everybody, that I'm farther away from the camera? Phil keeps telling me, go farther.
I told him I wasn't satisfied with this can. It'll be number 22 left.
Yeah. You know what he told me?
That's why I meet them all over here. I'm just kidding.
When he was getting the camera in focus, he got me to stand up and he kept saying, just move a little to your left. Move a little to your left. No, now move backwards. Move backwards.
First I asked if you're insured. Because your wife called me up the other day and told me.
Yeah. I'll just hold on to your wallet there for a second.
Oh,
now move to the left.
Tell me, give me 10%, I'll do your job.
Move to the left. Now just move back one little bit. Anyways, no, but my most important, I would say the TTC, as a worker, I used to work midnight shifts. I used to work morning shifts. I haven't worked for a little while, but I will again as soon as the election's over. I'll be starting to work again. But I haven't been working I used to work 6 o'clock. I had to be in the morning. I had to be downtown, and I'd have to take the midnight bus. And in the old days, it used to stop at Warden and Danforth Avenue, and it would let everybody off the bus. Now the bus could have 50 people on it in the morning. It let us all off in the cold, the rain, the sleet, the hail, whatever, the wind, and we'd sit there, and then another bus would pick us up. If it was a good day, the bus would come pretty quick. But some days, the second bus wouldn't come. I was irate. I was like, and then you get to work late, so the whole time you get on the second bus, you're worrying about getting to work on time, so the man doesn't get down on you. Anyways, they've changed that. Now they have a nice route. It's an all-night bus, but I had to work at 4 in the morning before the summer. One day I had to work a special morning. I had to work 4 in the morning at the same hotel that I was talking about, the punch card. They don't have the punch card anymore. They have, I think we put our face in a scanner. It's like crazy. It's like
our fingers.
Yeah, our finger. We put our finger in. Yeah, that's right. I thought they're gonna soon have the whole face scan though. Yeah. You know, like Terminator or something. Or eye scan. Have you seen that at the airport?
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Some of like in Switzerland, they have that.
Yeah.
What's that bank in Switzerland? The big one, the Swiss bank.
Yeah.
They have that.
Okay, they have that, and so you go up to it and you put your face in it, and
they had my
scans
money
your iris.
I had money in the military. I put my money in the military overseas. They wouldn't give me the money. It's like, give me your eye scan. You know.
And you're like, what?
I said, no, man, I can get through anyways. Oh, it's funny.
Well, anyways, the TTC. Anyway, I'll get back to my story. So, at 4 in the morning, so I got out there at 3:30. That's when the computer said the bus would come by. It said like 3:35 or something. So I got out.
Keep
there.
talking, make sure.
Sure.
Hasn't come off yet.
And
keep talking.
And at 3:35, I go there, and I wait for the bus at my usual spot. And it was chilly though. It was before the summer, and the bus, the blue lights are on it. It's got people on it, and the driver went right by me. And I was nearly fit to be tied. So I ran after him for a while, and then I said, this is not getting me anywhere. I'm an old man now. Stop running after buses, okay? That's something you learn when you get older. Don't run after buses. Actually, don't run at all. Unless you're, well, I can run for short spurts is what I tell my wife. But anyways, I got a taxi cab. It cost me $30 to get to the hotel. So that's an hour and a half of work gone down the drain. Anyways, I got to the hotel on time, so I didn't get the man didn't get angry with me. So I got there. But what I learned, I asked another bus driver, I said, how is that possible? He said, what were you wearing? I'm like, what kind of bus driver is this? What was I wearing? It's like, are you part of my family? I said, I'm wearing pants, sir. Driver, I'm wearing pants. Can I get on the bus? Anyways, he said, what were you wearing? And I said, well, I was wearing pants and a jacket. And he said, what color were they? I'm thinking, this guy's not just a bus driver. He's a
next
real...
thing, what's your number?
Yeah, next thing, what were you wearing?
Can I take your picture?
It's like the tight shirt you talked about earlier. You know? Were you wearing that tight shirt you're going for Mardi Gras? You promised us all Mardi Gras. We better have it on February 13th. Anyways, And I said, I was wearing a jacket, but I stepped right up to the curb, and I think I even waved my hand, and the bus driver just left me in the cold. But anyways, that's not really my point. The TTC are lovely workers. They're overworked, and there's way too much hassles going on now. There's an old Stompin' Tom song that goes, I render service with a smile. It's talking about the TTC skedaddler. And he's got the line that runs into Hyde Park. He runs the streetcar, and he's got a socket with his big red rattler. Anyways, you know the one. And he talks about taking his wife and kids to the park, and he'll make sure to pick them up before it's dark. But he renders service with a smile, and that's really important to TTC. But also, one thing in that song that's interesting that used to be told to us as kids was, kindly make your way down the aisle. And when I was a kid, do you know bus drivers and streetcar drivers used to admonish us kids if we had our backpacks on? They kept us in line. But now, not just the kids wear their backpacks. What can I care? If a kid's wearing his backpack, do I really care? But when old people, younger than me, but older than a kid, are wearing their backpacks and they're interfering with the traffic of the TTC, and they don't seem to give a darn. And nobody, it's very hard to be on the TTC, but I'll get it back to Scarborough Southwest. Listen to this. On St. Clair Avenue, they redid all the streetcars. They got brand new streetcars, okay? They got brand new lines on the road. They even poured new cement. They've got new islands. And guess what? There's not a streetcar to be seen. They're riding buses on there. And guess what kind of buses they're riding on there? Beautiful, electric, double buses. That's what we need on the Blue Line, my friends at the TTC. That's what we need. I'm not saying take them away from St. Clair. I'm saying share Care Bear, okay? I want one of those every Thursday for the Blue Line that takes everybody from all the way from Scarborough Town Centre all the way to the airport. Now, think about when people come and visit this city from another place, from another city, from another town, another country. And they got to get on the bus. And they have to get on with all its working Joes. Imagine if they got on it's not a double-decker bus, but that's a good idea too, TTC. It's an accordion bus. And it is the most beautiful, elegant thing. The windows open, it runs on electricity, there's lots of room. Wouldn't that be a good little postcard, a good little advertisement for the City of Toronto? Hey, look, the better way actually is the better way. And one other thing, if the TTC could stop playing that gosh darn announcement that says, if you see something, say something. Because believe you me, I could tell Phil stories until he fell asleep. But believe you me, when you see something, yeah, it's good to say something. But from my experience just recently, this past summer and in September and even in October, if you see something, you're going to have to deal with it yourself, because you can talk to the men in Burgundy and the women in Burgundy. And not all the time. This is not a generalization. I'm not trying to make a generalization. This is a specific thing that happened to me 3 times, though. I've said something, I've told somebody something, and blah, blah, blah. Not even listening. And the TTC don't wear name tags. The firefighters aren't wearing name tags. Now, what's happening? The police still wear name tags, and they should have a badge number, but it can be covered up with stuff. Now, I'm telling you, anybody who works for the City of Toronto is going to have a bloody well wear their name tag. Because the firefighters are great. The TTC workers are great. The police force is great. But I want to know who you are when you're dealing with me. And I want to know who you are when you're dealing with other people. This is a simple thing. This is called a legal system. This is called community. This is called city-wide appreciation for our forces, our different forces, the paramedics too. Name tag. We need a name tag. We need a badge number. We need something. We're not just running around here with our hands down our pants, crying and crying. You need to represent the City of Toronto. And the TTC should start representing the City of Toronto. Imagine if they put one of those accordion buses and somebody comes from anywhere else in the world and they get a ride all the way from Scarborough Town Centre all the way to the airport to go home, and they're like, this is a majestic city. we don't tell them that it's just the St. Clair streetcar. We don't tell them it's the St. Clair bus that we're borrowing for Thursday mornings. But that bus can go other places on Thursday morning. If they only have one, if they have two, if they have three, if they have four, whatever it is, share, Care Bear, share alike.
True. Very true.
That was my point. Did it take a long time?
Yeah, in the military we name tags.
Of course you have name tags.
Yeah, we all have name tags. We have to, right?
I'm just turning around for another.
We had a guy, we had a Greek guy in our forces.
Yeah.
His name, he had like 22 letters in his name, right? He had like 2 double name tags.
Double name tag.
Yeah. So
do you remember his name? Like, how long was it?
Oh, it was Manakarakarax. Really long.
It just went on.
So every time we got inspected, he'd be beside me. It was hilarious. The guy, he get where general inspected. He'd go like, "Yeah, your real name, buddy?" He's yes, my name.
What's
I didn't
my
pronounce
name?
it. One day we had one colonel. He says, "By the time I say your name, I'm gonna be starving for a drink." It was hilarious. He was a good guy. So TTC is your main thing, and what else?
TTC is my main thing, and then there's something even bigger, more important. I'm running for Scarborough Southwest, the SSW, as I used to say when I was running for election federally. But the good old SSW. There was an occasion when I messed it up and I said SWW. They came down on me hard in the internet world. Really hard. So remember, SSW, Scarborough Southwest, from the east to the west, to the north to the south. Come on, baby. This is a beautiful riding. As if you can't see, the sun's coming up slowly onto Cruz and me, and it's fantastic. And we're gonna only make it better. And it's gonna start with Mardi Gras on February the 13th. It's gonna be marvelous. But also, another thing I have to talk to you about. Do you hear that meadowlark, baby? And they're the blue jay. Baby. You can't get it better than that. Anyways, it's something really important for the city. I was riding on the college streetcar. I was riding all the way from Ossington, and I took it all the way to where it turns south. So I got off it there, and because I have to come back to Scarborough Southwest, who doesn't, right? And after we crossed Yonge Street, I'm sitting in the back because as a kid, I always loved the old PLCs, the round ones with yellow on top and red burgundy on the side, and the windows that opened like, do you guys remember this? The windows that opened like this, and you could stick your whole head out. Now that's not advised. You could stick your whole body out. That's not advised. You could actually get out of it. It's not advised. And I knew people who did that, but it's not like I ever did that. And they were glorious in the summertime with those windows open. And the ride was, it was kind of like a smooth ride. It was like metal on metal still. It's metal on metal, no rubber on metal. It was metal on metal still. But it was a smooth, kind of a slinky feeling. Because those drivers, the TTC skedaddlers, could just woo. When they moved to the other ones, which might be called the PLCs, it's similar shape, size, but squarer and more like a triangle going down the thing, very square. The windows weren't quite as good. They were the pull ones, but better than nothing. I'm not going to complain. Now those didn't ride quite as well. It was kind of futuristic. The new ones are really fabulous, but it's like 3 streetcars long. And I've always loved to sit in the very back seat because I had a cousin who told me, hey, flip this open, we can drive it the other way. And so I think they still have that in the new streetcars too. But I want to tell you something sad about those new streetcars. I'm sitting on the back from Ossington all the way. Now it's hard when you've got it's probably 2.5 streetcars, not quite 3. So, but it's a very long streetcar. How do you think you get through an intersection? You have to really gauge. How about when somebody's turning left in front of you? You have to really gauge because it's a shared road with bicycles, motorcycles, everything. And so the streetcar driver has a problem, but also you can't talk to the streetcar driver anymore. He won't even tell you the stops. You knock on the door, and if somebody's like, anyways, to get to my point, and this is really serious.
What you mentioned earlier, I went down for Massey Hall to see my friend Jenny.
Yeah.
In concert, and I have to cross that streetcar that had the double thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary because I saw bikes there. It's got a wide turn, right?
Yeah.
And the traffic is so bad, he can't move, so he blocks a lot of traffic, unfortunately, because it's so big, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only unfortunate of those double things because they're not single.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as ample over room rides. He had to maneuver, right? So I feel bad for the TTC guy.
I feel bad for them too. I definitely feel bad for them. I could not do that job. And by the way, I could not do the paramedic's job. I could not do the police officer job, and I could not do TTC's job. I might be able to be a post officer though. I might just be able to do that, but
hey, do they wear name tags?
No,
they don't.
Not anymore.
No.
I don't. No, maybe.
I can't remember now.
Maybe they're tattooed.
Oh.
You know, so when you really get intimate with the postal worker. That's D. Cruz. That's not me. That's D. Cruz. He gave me that line.
I didn't give you that line. So funny. You know, I was going to ask you, I see all the platforms, all the candidates.
Yeah.
It's something we don't discuss too often in any of the
I'm going to get to my point eventually. But
Are you going to get your point?
Keep
I thought
going.
you got your point.
I didn't get to my point.
You got a lot of points.
I got so many points. I'm so
You got a
sharp.
dog to be a pointer.
I'm so sharp that, oh man, those kids who are smoking blunts would understand me.
So my point is accessibility. We don't talk about it a lot,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's a major thing, right? No?
But actually, that's a good point. This is check for the TTC because now I feel the maroon are coming to kill me. Okay, check for the TTC. They're putting new elevators at Warden. They're
Yep.
going to have elevators
I saw
at
that,
Warden,
yeah.
and so I don't know how they're going to get on the buses still though, because there must be a place where the elevator will come down
Yeah.
and you can get on the buses from the subway. Hey guys, I love your shirts.
Good
Have a good
morning.
walk. Be safe, okay?
The other side than that side.
Oh, I love your accent. London?
Scotland.
Oh! Oh! She's throwing haggis at me now. Oh no. Have a great day. Love your country.
So yeah, you're saying
Not
with
that
the,
they're not Canadian. She's got an accent, Trevor.
Yeah.
It's like you're making too much of yourself. There's doggy.
So yeah, you're talking
Yeah,
about
so
the
my point.
elevator? Yeah.
Oh, the elevators.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you for getting me back in control. This guy, man, breaking news with Phil. Holy moly. You won't believe the things you'll learn today. Yeah, so about that. They're putting elevators in Warden, and that's great because then Warden's always been a trouble spot. If you're differently mobile, you get to Warden Station on the subway. You can do that easy, but then to get off the subway and down to the buses,
Yeah.
and then also out to the street. Even you can't even get out to the street without taking stairs. So it's hard.
It is hard.
So that's going to be really helpful. Now I noticed I was at Kennedy Station, and unfortunately, one of their elevators still isn't working.
Yeah, even like
and I don't
know,
understand
yeah.
it
I saw that
because
the other day somebody phoned me up with that. Hey, my elevator doesn't work.
you know it seems like
Yeah.
we could get a pulley system in. There's good strong men.
Like the Flintstones, eh?
No, but seriously, there's good strong men. Oh, look at him. Oh,
it's
beautiful.
eh?
Yeah.
Nice bird we saw.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
bird.
It's funny.
But they're nice, strong men.
Yeah.
I'm even thinking that you could tip. Like, if somebody's coming with a wheelchair, like the Uber,
Yeah.
you just phone Trevor. He'll pick you up. He'll take you up. And Trevor and his buddy. Look at those two.
Oh, those are nice, eh?
They're very nice. Hey, I wonder if someone's phone behind us for sure. Look at the lovely colors. It's dog walking time. Is it getting close to lunch? What's happening? Have you seen how many dogs are coming? We got to be careful. We got to be careful what we say. Always watch what you say. The dog walkers. You don't want to let the leash off.
It's so funny. That's really funny because they passed a bylaw. We're talking about accessibility, and you're at a place to go like pizza. I went to 5 of them. You can't. There's no doors to open. I even phoned the company up. We're working on these things. Well,
You can't get in.
No, you can't. You need somebody to open the door for you to get in.
So if you wheel your chair up,
you can't get in, you have to have a
you
door
have to do the sideways.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen
Oh,
that
yeah,
maneuver,
oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those guys are so strong.
Oh, yeah.
Women too. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
guys
It's
as
sad,
women.
right? It's sad.
It's sad, but they're very strong when they can. When
Yeah.
they can roll backwards with one hand, grab the door with the hand they were just using
Oh,
their
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
and then
they
roll
maneuver.
backwards with the other one and go in backwards. It's a very, very tough
I'm
thing.
surprised I haven't got more onto
morning.
that.
Good morning. I love your shoes. Are those dogs yours?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. There are 2 dogs over there. I'm sorry.
no. There's
Oh, there's other people.
that lady
Yeah.
there's a dog walker, I guess.
Oh,
Okay.
She's
okay.
always walking around with 7 or 8 dogs.
Oh, okay.
That's a good way to make money. I'm just trying to make money. I'm gonna put at Kennedy Station where the elevator's broken. I said like an Uber, I could be Trevor. I can lift you up the stairs, and then I'll come down and get your wheelchair.
Piggyback, you mean?
No, I'll just lift you. Like
Oh, okay, just
yeah,
this.
like this, and then I'll go
Okay.
get your wheelchair and I'll put it on top. Right? Do you think I'll get any service? Any action?
I don't think you'll get any action, Trevor. I think your problem is the close physical contact everybody balks against.
Oh,
One moment.
You gotta promote
I
yourself.
got something for you.
Another
I'm running
voter.
the next Scarborough
Another
election,
voter
Southwest.
possibility.
So that's a golf
So
tee
I
for
get
you.
a golf tee?
You get a golf tee. My name is T. Trevor Sutton, and I'm number 21st on the ballot. So feel free to vote for me.
21st? Why 21st?
There's 23 candidates. That's why.
It's alphabetical.
Yeah.
Oh, it's alphabetical.
So the Xander is after me, and so is Tull. They joined the last day. They ruined my they ruined my dream of being last on the ballot. Have a great day. Be very careful. I love your shoes.
Thank you. I'm just gonna use this way.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
come
use
this
that
way.
way. Have a great day.
Nice
Hey,
talking,
thank you
yeah,
so
okay.
much. Have a great day. And
Beautiful.
anyways, no, now I'm gonna get to the original point. I'm sorry. Am I being too verbose?
No, you're not being for whatever you say that word.
Talk a lot, you know?
You know.
It's not too much. Like, talk is...
Sometimes my French gets in the way. I'll like tell my mom, "Hey mom, look at the pomme de tomate." What are you talking about?
Mais tu parles français?
Yeah, no, petite.
Un petit peu.
Yeah.
Hey, mais c'est bon quand même, Phil. Philippe Cruz.
thank you.
Hey, ton nom est parfait en français, par exemple. Philippe Cruz. Cruising avec Philippe. Cruising avec Phil. Breaking news. Phil, il parle français maintenant. On parle français maintenant et je savais même pas qu'il parlait français.
This is turning into a bilingual interview. No, it's not.
Ah, mais ici, au West-Sud Scarborough. West-Sud Scarborough.
Oh, you said that pretty good.
Yeah, West-Sud Scarborough,
Wait,
it's
wait,
even
wait,
better.
wait a minute, where's your
Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras.
Where's your pronouns?
Oh, peut-être que c'est vrai.
Non, the feminine
Le,
masculine.
le Sud-Ouest Scarborough. Scarborough Sud-Ouest. Non, c'est mieux sans le pronom.
Are you appealing to the French version of Ontario?
Oui, à tout le monde. À tout le monde. À tout le monde. S'il te plaît, venez voter. Venez, si vous êtes capable, votez pour moi. 21 sur le ballot. Ballot, c'est pas le bon nom. Échantillon. Échantillon. Échantillon.
You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have to get a translator on this part of the video.
Philip the
That's a
Cruz.
lot of work.
Come on, just get subtitles. No translator. I'll just put subtitles on the bottom.
I got a buddy who's a signer.
Yeah, sign. Oh, please. Can you
he's
get
gonna
a signer for the whole interview?
Translate go like this. Go like, what is he talking about?
Oh, he can't speak French. He's a signer, but he can't speak French. Oh, thanks a lot, Phil. I got so excited. I was like, for when I speak French, there's going to be a little
I didn't say
signer
he's
guy.
bilingual. I just he's a signer. He'll go like, what's he talking about?
These are not English words anymore. Everybody stay tuned when he starts speaking English again.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
when he starts
I don't
talking
know many signs except for this one. You know what that means? Sit down.
Oh, yeah.
But we're both sitting down, so it's kind of
Yeah.
useless. I was going
So
to
we're
say...
talking about TEC.
No, I've got to give him a big subject.
Okay, I know. Okay, I got a feeling what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You want to write it down on a piece of paper?
No, I think I know what it is.
No, don't even tell me. No, this is a serious game here. Do you have a piece of paper?
No, I don't have a piece of paper.
You're making me work. Oh, I got something for you.
Oh, you got something?
Yeah,
A present from a candidate. I love it.
Yeah,
Feel to express presence in you. I'm just kidding.
No, I saw this
Oh,
show.
okay.
It's a free show downtown.
Yeah.
It's close to City Hall. It's close to.
I mean, a present here.
It's really good. It was a really. Take it. It was a really
cool.
interesting.
All right.
And there's some boxing stuff in it. Like, see that one there?
Okay.
Those are punching bags.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And he's got like 100 of them, and it's very interesting.
Oh.
But there's some.
Is this the subject about arts? Is that your big subject?
No,
Oh, okay.
write it down what you
Let's
think
do-
my big subject
Oh.
is, and then you write it down there. Don't let me see. Don't let me see. Don't let me see.
Okay.
We're doing Amazing Kreskin here. Is he the Amazing Kreskin, or is he Phil de Cruz?
Is this really that amazing, that Kreskin? Or is he just pretend to be?
I think he's pretty
Okay, I got
amazing.
I got the subject.
Okay, don't let me see it. Don't let me see it. Hide it. Hide it.
Okay.
Hide it. Give me my pen back. Thank you. Sorry, I only
So
have
much
so
for
many
a
of these.
gift.
I only have you can have that.
You gave me a tea, but not a pen?
You wanted a tea?
No, I got enough tea. I need
want
coffee.
earphones?
No, I just,
Earphones?
you have coffee?
I have have some water. I have a straw. You want a straw?
What's so good at that? I'm sucking on tea?
Anyways, okay, now he's got it written down there. I'm going to tell you, and this is going to probably make a lot of you cold. It's going to make a lot of you go away. It's going to make a lot of you say, shut your face, Trevor. I don't know what accent that was. That was not really anything, but it's like kind of like you remember different strokes for different folks. You didn't say shut your face, Willis.
No, he said, what you talking about, Willis?
Didn't he say get out of here, Willis, too?
No, he said, what you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Charles?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Willis. Philip de Cruz has turned to Willis. I've turned to Arnold. It's a terrible thing, this whole... just by the by, now I should have worn my boots. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
You're welcome. I had my boots, and I thought it would be muddy here. I didn't wear them. Getting back to different strokes for different folks. Do you know that all those people, like the older people are dead? Mrs. Garrett.
Oh, you mean the whole cast?
The cast.
Yeah,
the
they're all
cast,
dead.
But the cast went. Kimberly overdosed.
Yeah.
Um,
Todd Bridges, is he alive still?
is he the one who, not Arnold, but Willis?
He's Willis. He played Willis. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's not so good.
But he's still alive.
I don't know, but something went wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is called just a little moment of DeCruz and us going into tabloid exploits. So sorry, if you're big fans of different folks, the song will come at the end of the show. It's a good song, not as good as Cheers, but anyways, I digress.
Looking at you.
Oh
Hey,
my
buddy,
goodness,
more
hunting
guest
dog.
starring on our show.
Hunting dog.
Hey, you're nice.
Oh,
And here comes the pet.
you made it up
Yeah,
faster.
Hey, you're cute. Oh, you're cute.
If you have any food, he's going to try and get it.
Oh, that's food.
Oh.
No, this is a non-interview.
Have a great
this
day,
is a non-food
Yeah,
interview.
you too.
Have a great
Thank you,
day.
sir.
Would you like a golf tee, sir?
A what?
A golf tee.
No, I don't even golf.
This is a very special one, sir.
No,
Trust-
I don't want it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Have a great day. Number 21st on the ballot, Sutton. Okay, November 30th. Don't forget to vote,
You
please.
canvassing during the interview. I love it.
Hey, he told me to put my dancing shoes on, and there's no straight floor here.
Okay, so which I got it already.
Okay, you
so-
got it. Okay. He's got it. The amazing Kreskin, the amazing Phil is going to show us. Now, it's something about, a lot of you are not going to like this. I'm going to talk to you about something. It's about something called this. Now, show me, Phil.
Arthritis? Just kidding.
Oh, man.
Well, you went like this.
Oh, so do it again?
Well, as a senior, we go. That means I got arthritis.
Okay, no, come on. I got a spoon in my hand. I'm burning up the liquid in the stuff.
A starving arthritic.
Then I'm taking the spoon away. I've wrapped up my arm.
I know what you're talking about,
Okay,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. So what did you got?
I put down hair loss.
So much for my present.
I'm sorry. Well, you told me what I thought was on your mind. Hair loss. Sweet.
Okay, Phil's gonna
Well,
let me pump it up. Yes, it is not that of Kevin. But if you're gonna choose hair over concern, over manhood, over age, come on, man. Alderman Sutton. Alderman Rapusing. My mom would say it sounds better.
He's got a catchy name.
He's got a catchy name. Alderman
Even
Rapusing.
Pandevelt's got a catchy name.
Pandevelt's Party?
Party.
Look at his first name. If I had Party as a name, wouldn't that not be
I see
great?
that guy in a GQ magazine.
I could see both of them.
Yeah, there you go.
If they could do a tandem. Maybe they'd let me do a byline for them or something. I could write something for them, on the side. Yeah, let's get them to GQ.
Yeah, good looking runs to Scarborough.
Two good lookings. Both Kevin and Party.
Yeah.
Have a
Actually,
party.
they're all good looking, all the candidates.
Oh.
They
Oh. Phil DeCruz is looking
They are
for his
good looking,
present
yeah.
back. Uh-oh. Here, you can keep it.
Thank you.
You should, it's really nice. Anyways, so the heroin. So on the back of that streetcar, as we leave Yonge Street, some children get off, some, because kids like the back, right?
Yep.
And by the way, the windows can't open. You need
Yep.
so you need the key to open them. Why aren't we opening? It was a beautiful day last week, and 2 weeks ago is what I'm talking about.
Oh, the key. That's right.
So yeah, you need a key
It's funny.
to open the windows.
They don't trust anybody anymore.
Anyways, but maybe they shouldn't. I don't know. But the kids get off. Then some people come on. Fine with me. I'm sitting in the back. I got my guitar, and it's a nice place in the back. And I'm sitting there. So the lady moves in beside me, and then I shouldn't say what gender they are, but somebody moves in beside me, and then somebody else moves in. They're very happy. One sits right beside me, and they're happy-go-lucky people. Everything's fine. And actually, the one who sat beside me, she starts singing songs, so I start singing with her. She's singing all sorts of great songs. I'm singing with her, and there's some other people. One guy has told me, and this is breaking nothing, I think it's just a story. He told me he was locked up for a few years. He only had to serve 4 months or 5 months until he said his lawyer said, plead guilty and they'll let you out. So he pleaded guilty and they let him out. But he was telling me, before these other people got on, he was telling me, I'm having a hard time because since jail made me straighten up, so I'm not doing the bad things I used to do. And I'd say, great. You're not you're not breaking the law anymore? He said, no more break and enters. I try to get along with my wife, no more fights at home, because this kid would get in trouble for that. But he said, no, but most importantly, I'm not smoking anything. And I said, oh, good, you stopped cigarettes, because I'm stupid. I don't know what's happening, right? He says, no, I was smoking really bad stuff. And I said, oh, good, and you're clean now. He said, yeah, I don't even drink beer, he says. And I said, great, good for you. That's perfect. Unfortunately, on the streetcar with windows that do not open, somebody took something out of their purse. No, somebody took something that I knew, just a lighter, and they were just lighting a lighter, and I don't care. Who cares? But somebody took something out of their purse after that made me remember the 80s and the crack. And I was like, is this lady actually got a glass pipe in the back of the streetcar? And she's got a piece of white stuff, and it seemed like it was crack, like from the 80s. The Bloods and the Crips in Los Angeles, all that nonsense. The poor people can't do cocaine, but at Studio 54 and all the parties in Los Angeles, on all the big clubs, like in New York City, Studio 54, but in Los Angeles too. So the rich people can snort lines of coke to their heart's content, but then they're busting the people who are smoking a deviant form of cocaine. Like, you got them lined up against the wall, and you're beating them, and you're putting them all into paddy wagons, and you're bringing them down, and you're booking them so they can never get a job again. But meanwhile, the people who are discoing are allowed to do lines of coke as long as they pay off the man. Come on, give me a break. But anyways, that's crack cocaine. That's a different scenario. I don't know what they were smoking in the back of the streetcar. I had to move with the guy who said he'd reformed. I had to move because though I was wearing a mask, I didn't want to get secondhand crack smoke. Anyways, I don't know if it was crack or if it was heroin. Do they smoke heroin that way?
Like, not for a while, no.
No, but I don't know. Do they, though?
Oh, yeah,
do people do that?
They do.
In a glass pipe like the crack?
Not as before, like...
No,
yeah.
but no, the heroin, though.
Yeah,
That's what I don't know.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah.
I think they might be able to do that. Like they're making a form of heroin that does that, right? So they don't want to inject it because you get overdose. So they're doing that. But I mean, if they're doing this on the TTC streetcar and the driver's locked in a thing, my simple solution? The double-decker buses in England, in London? Mm-hmm. You have somebody at the back, because half the people aren't paying. TTC, you're always whining about not getting money, man. Do I have to cry for the TTC? You can hire me or hire millions of other people to work at the back, man. Not millions. Don't scare your budget. You can pay us minimum wage at the back, man. And we'll keep it in control. We'll open the windows with our little lock. We'll open the windows when we see fit. And we'll have our little change dispenser. And we'll make sure everybody's paying when they get on. And if they can't pay, we'll take pity on some people. But we won't let anybody smoke crack or heroin or anything on cigarettes on the back of the streetcar. Come on. And nobody seems to give a SHIT.
Yeah.
Nobody cares, man. And I'm sorry, I hope this doesn't sound like a rant against the TTC, but that's more a rant against the problem.
Yeah.
The problem, man,
That's the situation.
the air show day?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you remember the air show? Oh, I'm downtown with my guitar, and I did a big walk. I did a walk from Scarborough Southwest all the way
Are you
over.
a walker too? Yeah, I love walking.
I love walking. So I walked all the way from Scarborough Southwest. I walked down to the water, and then I walked along, and then I got up on Dundas, and I walked over and over all the way to Yonge Street. Then I went all the way to Yonge Street up to St. Clair, and then I walked all the way down Yonge Street back to the Go, and then I took the Go home. It was a great walk. It was air show day, though. My ears they're not very, they're sensitive to the air show. So I get a little uppity, jippity, juppity.
Oh.
Starting to rain, do you have to cover it?
No, we'll finish off soon.
Okay. Yeah. And anyways, so I'm there and I'm walking behind the theater there that used to be the big movie theater, the Imperial 6, and now it's
the great theater.
now it's the Pantages, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm walking by the back. I see a drunk man on the corner with his girlfriend, and I'm like, oh, it's a drunk man. Who cares? Like, well, not who cares, but like he's drunk. It doesn't matter. Like some people get drunk and they get into that state. But then I realize when I get close, his lady's really worried, and so I go up and I say, "What's wrong?" And she said, "Oh, she gave me a long story. He was in an ambulance and then he's out of the ambulance." And I said, "Well, what was he going in the ambulance for? Because he's intoxicated?" And she said, "No, he's not. He's on something bigger than alcohol, man." And then I realized his eyes weren't opening, and then he was still breathing though. But I was really nervous about him. And so I didn't have a cell phone on me then, so I got a nice, I think it was a tourist. I think it was an American tourist actually, 2 guys, and I got them, can you phone 911 for me? And then they said, well, where are we? They're asking, where are we? And so I said, well, you're on Victoria Street. And then I had to look up for what number, and then it was like whatever number it was. And they phoned, and then, and I'm reassuring the guy, he keeps falling, like he's up, and then he falls. And I pinched his ear because for a while there, I thought he didn't seem to have a pulse. But then he was breathing still, but then he really made me scared because it seemed like he was choking, but luckily it was just phlegm and stuff from his mouth, and it's starting to rain. But when the firefighters got there, they treated me with disrespect. I had a guitar on me, but I was part of the situation. The girlfriend left because she said, "Oh, they're going to get me." And I said, "Well, does he have any priors?" And she said, "Oh, he's got priors." And I said, "Well, does he have any identification?" She says, "No, his wallet got stolen last week." I said, "Well, who cares then? Who cares? Let's get him help." Yeah. But when the firefighters came, they treated me as if I was part of the situation because I got a guitar case. I think that's what they thought. But I was the one who got phoned. I hope he's okay. But that's why we should all carry the naloxone kits with us, man. It's easy to use. The one in the nose is easy to use. And the needle's not so bad either. But everybody should use one. Everybody should have one because these people are dying. And everybody who breathes the same air, everybody breathes the same air. Everybody needs the same water, man. We all bleed the same blood. And we can't let these people die. I saw on City Hall at 6:30 in the morning, Nathan Phillips Square, there's no police to be seen. There's only rent-a-cops everywhere. And there's people that I saw 20 years ago in Vancouver. There's people hanging out with needles in their arms, but they're not like the people in Vancouver, not now anyways. 20 years ago, they're not the same people as those people because they're on something different, man, because they're walking around, they're not walking around, their legs are apart, and they're totally like this. So they're on something much stronger. And if we don't start talking about it and getting these problems resolved, we're going to end up in a real big mess. And everybody should talk to each other. And on the subway, smile at each other, talk to each other, help each other. Because nobody else is going to help us, man. We got to one for all and all for one. Trevor Sutton, ballot number 21 on the ballot, Scarborough Southwest, November 30th. You better vote for me, please. And also, I want 100% of the people to get out and vote. Last time, there's only about 20%. Yeah. Your light's on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Let me see.
Did it film it?
I hope so.
Oh, Lord, we're old men.
We're old men getting all stiff here. Let me see if it's still recording.
What rank were you?
Yeah, it's still recording. Thank you. Oh, so I'll just say, Kevin, thank you so much.
Trevor, come on.
Kevin.
Even him. My mother, my sister, my wife. And now Phil DeCruz.
See, you're talking about Kevin so much.
Oh, Kevin!
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Say it again.
Trevor.
Thank you.
See, we're out. Thank you so much, Trevor.
W out.
So vote November 30th.
Scarborough South West. Trevor is the best.
Thank you so much. There we go.